Saturday. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. My name is Sophia and welcome back to Sophia Live. Let's talk about the top story today. And we're talking about the death of Chair Nairobi Hospital veteran gynecologist Job Obwaka. Of course, the social media is talking, Kenyans are talking, and these talks have been brought about by the fact that he died 4 weeks after having some scuffle. Of course, this is in relation to the takeover of the Nairobi hospital. Remember, Job Obwaka and the others were claiming that the states want to take over the control and the leadership of the Nairobi hospital. So Kenyans, of course, are talking and Kenyans are linking his death to what happened in this country 4 weeks ago. And now we have activist Francis Gaitho, who is also amplifying these allegations that Job Obwaka Daktari has been assassinated. And Gaitho has written an open letter to all major private hospitals in this country. He is urging them or is asking them to refuse to treat these politicians. And in his letter, of course, Gaitho is referring to them as criminals. So let's go straight to this letter. And it says, open letter to all major private hospitals in Kenya. Stop treating the regime's criminals now. It goes to the boards and management of Nairobi Hospital, Aga Khan Hospital, Coptic Hospital, Mata Hospital, Karen Hospital, and every other private health facility in Kenya. Following the brazen assassination of your colleague, Dr. Job Obwaka, veteran gynecologist and director of Nairobi Hospital, mere weeks after William Ruto publicly declared his intent to seize control of Nairobi Hospital, we have reached the point of no return. Enough. You have profited enormously from the deliberate collapse of public health care while fraternizing with the same gangster regime that now murders your own directors. That complicity ends today. Effective immediately. Refuse treatment to the following. 1. All elected politicians, MPs, governors, senators, women representatives, and MCAs. 2. All senior government officials, cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, heads of parastatals and state corporations, state house employees. 3. All senior police officers. 4. All senior members of the judiciary, talking about Chief Justice, Deputy Chief Justice, Supreme Court judges, registrars, Director of Public Prosecutions. And the letter continues, let them seek treatment in the public hospitals they have deliberately destroyed. Let them queue like the ordinary Kenyans they have bled dry. Let them experience the same terror and neglect they inflict on the rest of the country. This is no longer about politics. This is about self-preservation. You are next. The regime that assassinated Dr. Obwaka will not spare you or your institutions if you continue providing safe haven and premium care to its butchers, looters, and enablers. Stand with the people of Kenya or continue enabling the gangsters who are killing you. The choice and the blood is now yours. Francis Gaitho. This is harsh, but it is. They say you cannot control how people react. Of course, the Kenyans are talking about Obwaka's death in a very sad way because in one way or another, people believe that no, this man has been taken down. And it is sad. And to many, it is not shocking because some of these things, we live under a regime whereby there are some things that when it happens, I think we are being used to this kind of life. And this is something that is so dangerous if you ask me. Like they are slowly introducing us to accept things that we are not supposed to accept. It cannot be like people are dying and in one way or another, we feel like this person, the death of this person has been enabled by the state. And now we move on just like that. Obwaka's death is not the first one Kenyans are linking to the state. politicians and some others. Recently, Kenyans have been like, no, 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 no. We are not looking the other way. We believe this is what happened. So it is really sad that we are slowly, as Kenyans, accepting this. To me, I think something has to be done. Something has to. I don't know what is that. Maybe if you feel what I'm trying to communicate, I think maybe you can help in the comment section to raise what you feel like I am talking about. Because I don't want to believe that people will be killed, and we can't do nothing about it. Why are we allowing few people to control us? Kenyans, our numbers are so huge. I believe you can do something about it. I know what I'm talking about is so risky, but I have to say it anyway. Because after all, whether you talk or not, this regime is killing you in one way or another. It is either they do it directly or indirectly through overtaxation and the killing of the public hospitals. So in one way or another, they are just killing you. So Kenyans, to me, I think that we are letting a lot to happen in this country. This is not the country that 5 years ago or 10 years ago, this is not the picture or the kind of environment we were really aspiring to have. We know that this is a political season, so there are some things that are going to happen, but we cannot use politics to excuse all this. I think that this we are like overstepping. I know some people are even predicting that they are going to have some political assassinations are going to happen in this country ahead of the 2027 election. But why are we normalizing these things? Why are we making it like, yeah, and we even proudly say it that political assassinations are going to happen in this country, and we're just comfortable about it. And we're just so ready expecting it to happen and us doing nothing. And we feel like we are talking about a democratic nation. So what is, no. No. To me, I think that we are slowly losing our country, or we have already let go of our country. And to me, I think that something has to be done. So it is really a sad state of the nation if indeed that we can all be feeling like this and we can do nothing about it. To me, I think that it has very different stories. These politicians, some of these politicians have no limits. And the history, I want to blame ourselves in some situations. Because for a long period of time, we've been taking politics, I think, at a face value. Like in politics, we can vote anything. This is what happened in our country. This is what happened in this country in 2022 elections. In the 2022 elections, we went to the ballot and vote anything. We had no standards. It was like, we are voting this, nivo. We didn't scrutinize people, and if we did, it wasn't that deep, or we assumed. You're going to the ballot, this person has been linked to these cases, criminal cases, and all these cases, but you still chose to have him or her as your leader. Some of these things I don't know if you are so, I don't know how we've been thinking politically, because I think that fighting back and taking this country back from the hands of these people is going to be another hard task. This is one of the jobs that is going to be very, very difficult, but we should be ready for it. It is us who put them there, so it is us who are supposed to remove them from there. So it is going to be a very risky, but we have to do it at whatever cost, because failure for us to correct these mistakes now will lead to another damages that we might, or it might take longer. Maybe my 2080s will have now a country, maybe. But Kenyans, let's not assume things. Let's not be glorifying what this regime is doing, some of the bad things this regime is doing. We have to stop Something has to stop something. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to communicate something, and I hope you're getting what I'm trying to communicate. So it is really sad to the family of Dr. Obwaka. Poleni sana. I know this is a big blow to the family and to the larger Nairobi hospital family, because it means that he was a block, and this block had to be removed, and successfully it has happened. What a sad state of some of these things. We feel like, oh my goodness, it is too much. It is becoming too much. I think it is becoming too much. So of course, Kenyans are talking, and everybody is trying to give his or her opinion. But at the end of the day, something has to stop, because it cannot be like squeeze tu ukisikia mtu a very known person amefariki, the first thing ni tunailink to, yani we've become so socially insensitive to a point that some of the things like these are happening and we feel nothing. And we continue like that. Like it is not something that we should put our heads together and think about it. I think like we are losing everything. And I think it is better we start fighting back as soon as now. Otherwise, I don't know what the future holds, but to me, I think it is not looking good. If what is happening in this country continues, me, I'm out. I'm not. No. Nah. This is too much. Too much. I hope I've communicated something. Allow me to end this video here for today. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.